let's go. I told you to put your bench over here. Zayla, can you rewind this a little bit? The movie a little bit. Hey Becky, somebody else is up late. Oh, and turn it down just a little bit. Just rewind it and then turn it down a little bit. We already did all the hard work. Scoot back, Simon. Scoot back, scoot back. All we're doing now is assembling our layers.
Yeah,
Happy Sabbath. I know it's Sabbath. However, I'm not making any apologies. I'm getting in quality time here. The daughter, she helped a little bit, went upstairs. The son has been asking for what?
Lasagna. We're making lasagna right now.
And I was so tired, I just could not do it before now. So, but we do still need to have something tomorrow. So I really didn't want to make this because it is very complicated. However, I just said, he keeps asking. He knows it's going to be vegetarian, right? They can see me, son. That's just, we can't see all that. That's something that's wrong with the tripod. They can see us. You didn't answer my question. I forgot my question. All right, so let me show you what we're putting in our layers. Son's gonna put some sauce. You can start, Zion, by some of my spices spilled in there. Yes. Give this a stir.
Okay, give it a stir.
And then put, be careful. You almost stirred it out of the pot. And then lift it up carefully and put scoop in the bottom.
Okay.
Pour it in there. All right, you gotta hold it down so it doesn't splash too much. 2 more of that, okay? All right, so he's putting that in the bottom. Right here, I have my homemade Zion. I said hold it down lower when you're pouring it in so it does not splash. I'm being patient for the camera because I'm not feeling patient. There we go. That's the 3rd one. Okay, so this is our homemade veggie meat crumble. This lasagna right here is 100% from scratch. The only thing we didn't do from scratch was make this pasta noodles. Oh, we are going to add just a little bit of that because we had it in the fridge. So let's spread this around. That's our main, that's one of our ingredients is that homemade veggie meat. And then we have this sauce that we made from tomato sauce. It was not pre-made spaghetti sauce. It was tomato sauce seasoned with salt, oregano, fresh basil, dried basil, a little bit of thyme, some maple syrup, and some agave. Then over here, we have our pasta noodle sheets. All right, and these are not spelt, unfortunately. You guys know that's all I pretty much use, but the manufacturer has been out for the longest time. He asked for it, so I'm using traditional pasta there. And then I have some roasted veggies here piled on this sheet. Some eggplant strips, yellow squash, and zucchini, and that's going to be layered in here as well. And then I have a sauce, a ricotta style sauce that I made here out of hemp seeds, tomato, lime, salt, onion powder. So, huh?
Not so loud. Tippy's sleeping.
I don't care about that dog. Look at me. I don't care at all. I don't care at all. And he's sleeping in my chair where he shouldn't be anyway.
He's fine.
He's not fine.
On my blanket.
So I made a sauce here too. Miss Lisa said hi, Cara and Zion. Say hi, Miss Lisa.
Hi, Miss Lisa.
Like I said, this is from hemp seeds. And this is a great cream sauce to use. The flavor when you initially put it together is a little too hempy. It's a little on the strong side. But the longer it cooks, it will cook out, all right, and especially after it bakes. So once I blended the tomato with the hemp seeds and the lime juice, salt, onion powder, I then cooked it on the stove top for about 15 minutes. In the past, I've cooked it longer, but it was really sticking to the pan, so I decided to go ahead and take it off the stove. I think it's going to be so varied in flavor, everything else is really not going to matter. And then the last thing is our topping right here. This is our homemade Parmesan. Zion made this, right?
Yes.
Do you remember what's in it?
Let's see. Oh, I know. Okay, it was that yellow stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we put some salt with it. We only put some. And we put.
Put your hands away from your face. It was some yellow stuff and some white stuff and some salt. Okay.
No, the white stuff was salt.
Hey, Benita. Yes. So stop touching your face because you're about to touch the
Touching
food.
my face.
You did. You touched your ear. When you're preparing food, yeah, that's right. Use your elbow. This is almond. This is almond flour, basically crushed almonds with a little bit of nutritional yeast, some salt, and that's it. And it's salty and cheesy tasting, right? You liked it, didn't you?
No.
You didn't like it?
No, there was too much salt.
It was too salty for you?
Yes.
Parmesan is supposed to be a little salty. It's just going to be sprinkled on the top, so he'll be all right. All right, so let's get to work. Let's get our layers going in here.
Oh, and I was thinking, that's the top. That's the top.
No, this is every layer. Okay, a piece of that broke off. All right, so what ingredient do we want to put on next?
Okay, I don't know.
Stop touching your hair. No, that only goes on the top. What your choices are is our white sauce, our vegetables, our veggie meat crumble.
What sauce?
You want to put some white sauce on next?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you can do it anyway.
Yes. So you take that and spread that around, like spread it around.
Okay.
And then what layer is going to go after that?
Let's see. I think
You want to do some veggies next?
Yes.
Okay. Keep spreading. All right, and then you can turn the spoon over too and spread
Yeah, I
it.
was about to do that. Turn the spoon.
Oh, and then do this to help get it off.
So you can like get some more of it.
Take your dog out of here. And then on this side too.
Uh-huh.
When can we put the veggie meat down on that?
I think when we're done doing that.
After the vegetables?
Yes.
Okay. So these vegetables are roasted first, y'all, because I haven't seen that. Look, part of my screen is blocked, you guys, because my tripod broke and I literally have it taped on there. So if your comment goes like too far over, I can't read it all. All right. But Zayla, open my iPad up right there and turn the live on so I can respond to anybody there. All right, so next Zion wants to do this, so we're going to add our eggplant. Like I was saying, the reason why these veggies are roasted first is because they're very full of water. And if you just take and put your raw veggies in here straight away without roasting them first, it's going to make your whole lasagna super watery. All right, and nobody's really here for that. So we roasted them off, and then that way all that moisture came off in the oven instead of in our lasagna. All right. Turn it down. And nobody's roasted them. Yeah. Okay. So if there's a comment on there, let me know. All right. So again, for my fellow Sabbath keepers, we are not working. This is family time, and we would have been doing this anyway, but I just decided to go ahead and do it with you guys. You want to add anything else? No, there's not enough room for that big piece.
Watching. I know.
He didn't know that.
I did. I'm serious. I really did know.
How did you know?
Because I saw it.
Okay. So let's pack these veggies in here. All right.
All right.
Let's just pack them in here a little bit. I'm just putting the smaller pieces. Yeah. Just pack them on in there. Again, we have eggplant, yellow squash, and zucchini. You know, once you slice it all up, you guys, you're not gonna know.
White sauce.
That's a no. No. Why, you like cashew sauce? Oh, no. This white sauce is a hemp seed ricotta. It's hemp seeds. This is in your rebirth guide, Lisa. I see you asked that question. This is in your rebirth guide, but no one is making this recipe. I know it sounds very scary, but it's actually quite tasty, inexpensive to do. 1 cup hemp seeds, 1 small Roma tomato, juice of 1 lime. You can start there, and then you just need like a teaspoon of salt and do a whole tablespoon of onion powder. Okay.
Hey,
Dad. Dad.
And then once you blend it up in the blender, you transfer it to the stove top and cook it for like 20 minutes on the stove. All right. So this is fresh basil right there. We're gonna put on the top. All right. So you start crumble.
Oh, Dad. As you see, we're making lasagna. Like Today I told you that we were making lasagna.
My Auntie Ziggy said, hey.
Hey, Auntie Ziggy.
Hey, Auntie Ziggy.
So this mixture right here is the veggie meat crumble that we absolutely love. I'm gonna do this later, and I'm gonna let you put some more noodles on top, or more sauce after this. It's made from mushrooms, walnuts, and onions. That's it. That is it. Seasoned, no, not that. Sauce. Put that back. Put that back before it falls off the edge of the counter. Okay. Yes. So being in here with children has my anxiety high. I can't be as chatty and entertaining as I see some folks be on the internet. I'm like, is something about to get knocked over? That's how I feel. You got my nerves on 10, dude.
Okay, so...
And in the background, they're watching The Prince of Egypt, which they watch every single Friday night. I can't do it.
Hey, we don't watch it every Friday.
Yes, every Sabbath you watch that same movie.
Sometimes I watch VeggieTales.
Well, that's true. It's Zayla that watches the same movie. All right. Okay, so now...
Wait.
Oh, the other thing about our pasta noodles is they're in this water. This completely softened them without us needing to boil them.
Boy.
So this was another great tip that I researched.
Hemp powder is
Turn
the
this way.
same.
No, not hemp powder. It has to be the hemp seeds.
The hemp seeds.
Okay, lay this one down this way. Are you tearing it?
No, I'm not tearing on purpose. It's just really soft.
Boy,
Wait, we can use something out of that. You know that, right, Mom?
what do you mean?
We can use something out of that. Like we can put it together even though...
Ziggy, you know you want to come over here and get some of this lasagna?
Hey, Dad.
Dad!
All right, so what do we put on next?
Hey, Zayla.
He said, hey, Zay.
He called you Zay. He called you Zay.
All right, you falling down on the job. All
Who's
right, here's Zion. Am I the only one working? Because I didn't ask for this lasagna. I was not in the mood, y'all. This lasagna. Listen, the reason why this will never be featured in a cooking class, it'd be the only dish we did. I may do a recording of it, but doing it live, it's just labor intensive. There's a lot of steps. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'll tell you when something's easy. This is not. This is not an example of an easy dish. You got to put a lot of love into it because these had to be roasted first. Then I had to make the homemade veggie meat. To do that, your walnuts have to either be soaked or you have to boil them first. Then I had to make this hemp sauce. Then I had to make the red sauce. So it's labor intensive. It really is. None of the steps take long on their own, but it's just that you have to do so much to get to this point right here that this is love, son. Mommy must really love you.
Okay, Mom, now I'm putting more of the sauce.
Here.
Want more of the sauce?
No. Did we add more sauce?
You said we can...
Oh, we forgot. The sauce was supposed to go right here.
Your daughter is so cute. It's almost time for a boyfriend.
Wait, we can put it there just to make it look
Oh,
like...
gosh.
Say
Let's just go ahead and put some sauce on
Don't be
there.
all of it. I can't make any promises. Thank you. Call me cute. Highly appreciate that.
It's spring break, you guys, so I guess they'll get to stay
No,
up.
they know, Mom.
And then I think we're going to end up in the house all day tomorrow. It's supposed to be a lot of rain, and I don't know. I think in Atlanta we're real like weather spoiled. If the weather's not great, people just be in the house. Like it just shuts everything down. So I see that in the future.
I will take some shortcuts.
Who said that?
I was just hiding around. Be like,
Okay, Lisa, tell me what your shortcuts would be.
Boy,
back home, let's.
All right, so there we go with that.
Okay, now we
All right.
do this.
That is for the very top when everything else is done. Boy, I don't know why you keep trying to throw that on
And then
there.
we put that.
You can go ahead and layer some more of this on.
yes, I would definitely have to be in the mood to cook this one. Auntie Ziggy.
Oh, yeah, you was in there, but you know what? When you make this, you ain't making nothing else. That's how this works. Like, don't ask me to do nothing with it. Everything else will have to come from the store, even a salad. You know what I'm saying? I would be drained. Why are you putting that on top, son?
What you doing over
My
there?
middle
Zion?
name is Top. Be quiet, Zayla.
That would be good.
You clearly don't know anything about numbers.
No, you clearly don't know anything about cooking.
Yes, I do. I cook better than you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
I cook breakfast for
When you're 16 and 7, I don't know what you have to fight about. Everybody on the internet can hear everything that you're saying.
We know. I
Mindset
cook.
is on the level of a 15.
You acted the same way when you were that age. Y'all just pretend like you're a fly on the wall in my kitchen right now, because this is what happens all the time. I just figured, why should I have to sit in this madness by myself?
Hey, you're
Let's
not.
go ahead and jump this on. You know, the other thing, you guys, is about roasting these veggies. They have so much more flavor.
Care about the dog.
That's good, Zion. We'll save the rest of this for the one last layer. They have so much more flavor roasted than if you just throw them on there raw. So don't, if you're going to skip a step, I hate to say it, yes, the veggies need to be roasted to get the moisture out. If you don't, wait a minute, if you don't roast them first, all that moisture is going to cook out into your pasta. It's going to be a watery mess. That does not go on until the top. This is why I cannot talk. Don't touch anything.
Wow.
I'll turn around and they've messed something up. So if you were going to shortcut anything, maybe you buy your crumbles. You know.
Lisa said I would buy some pasta and use Beyond Crumbles and maybe add vegan cheese to add to the cashew sauce.
Yeah.
Anita said, is there a completed dish already in the oven? How long do we have to wait to see the finished product?
No.
There will be no finished product.
No, there's not gonna. I'm not gonna be on. She's so funny, girl. You think this is Food Network? It's not. There is no miracle of TV. I did not make a second one of these. I might do that if I was doing a professional video. This is just a hey, we're in the kitchen, so I'm inviting you guys in too. I will post a be quiet. I'm talking. I will post I'm talking to Zion. I will post a video. I mean, not a video. A picture when it's done, and I might do a short video just to show what the inside layers look like. So y'all probably be asleep by then, so you can look out for that in the morning. The Beyond Crumbles don't taste as good as these though, Lisa. I will tell you that. So you would need to at least season them. But Lisa, she's a heavy hitter in the kitchen. She knows what to do. All right, so we did our white sauce, our noodles, Okay, we're ready for the red sauce, son. And then we're going to do a final layer of noodles. Red sauce. You don't see it. It's right next to you.
I didn't know it's red sauce.
There's only one. What? Oh, hold on. Put that back. Put that back. No, we already put some of that on there. But you know what we didn't do? We didn't add any of this.
Yeah, we don't put
Any of the layers.
things up there right there.
We didn't have enough to do a lot of it anyway, so, and I wasn't going to put any of this on the top. But I probably will do just a little bit on the top.
Somebody said post a picture, and someone also said thank you for the invite.
Yeah.
The invite to where?
Huh?
Okay, now.
Oh, Lisa knows she has an open invitation.
No,
She's
There
been
will
here
be
before.
nothing left when these people get here.
Zayla, are you eating this?
Yes, exactly.
Now,
As soon as
so I have to
get it,
edit
it's gonna
now
be
the
gone.
video title to Cooking with Children because suddenly somebody got some new hair in the mail and decides she want to be on video all of a sudden off to the
Why
side.
did you have to do that?
Well, okay, sorry. You created a new style for yourself with your eyelashes and everything on spring break. And so, what? All right.
What is that delicious smell?
He said, come on.
Okay, let's just finish here.
You can take away
What is what, Becky?
the office.
Oh, wait a minute. Did we put more red? No, we need the red sauce.
Thank you
Pharaoh can take
for
away your
thank goodness sake. Somebody is using their brain.
It's
What
not
are you talking about?
cannot take away from you.
Spread it around as you put it on there.
Okay.
Not in one spot. Boy, you're supposed to spread all over.
Oh my gosh.
And do I know that?
No, 'cause
I'm
if you
pretty
did,
sure
you
I
would
do. Thank you very much.
Okay, but if you knew that you'd be doing it.
Like this.
Okay.
See how y'all see how I just tune them out, right? Miss Becky says she loves the new do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
From what she can see, all she can see is that little corner piece there.
And who
You're
is
in the
Miss
corner
Becky?
pocket over there.
Who's Miss Becky?
Miss Becky and I grew up together in Missouri.
You grew up in Missouri? We don't need to hear this story.
Okay, so we'll save that last little bit.
There's a little spot right there.
Yeah. There we get it there. We just
Loaded with sauce.
I'm gonna pour the rest of it in there. But these noodles are already softened, so I don't know. What's so funny is, you guys, I never could make regular lasagna. That has seasoning on it from being on these veggies. I never could make regular lasagna. It would always be too dry. But when I switched to a vegan version, it's like the Lord blessed it. And all of a sudden, it was better. And he said amen, and it was delicious.
STL in the house.
St. Louis. Hey, Lisa and Nicole. We missed you guys on Rebirth Group Worship tonight. It was so good. We talked about John chapter 9, verses 1 through 12, and how that man was born blind just for Jesus to walk by him one day and heal him. He spent his whole life blind just to walk. Okay, I heard you. Just so Jesus would walk by and heal him. It was really good. I started recording it, you guys, but then I stopped it because we were all off on different tangents, and it wouldn't have made sense on a replay. So that particular one I did not keep. That's Follow Your Heart shredded mozzarella. That's the only brand that I like. You got to find which one works for you. They do not all taste the same. It's funny how when it comes to foods like this, people be like, I don't like vegan cheese, and it's because it was a certain brand. Go wash your hands. You must be touching stuff. He must have seen you touching something if he told you to wash your hands. Even on Facebook, your father's still watching you. All right,
The
so
white sauce made of.
okay, who said that? Because I've already explained it 3 times. Oh, Kia, hey! Kia, the white sauce, you would have to taste it before you would even want to try it.
No,
But
no.
it's made, go wash your hands. It's made of hemp seeds, lime juice, a tomato, salt, and onion powder. Blend it together and then simmer. It's very easy, but it's great to put in pasta. And the other reason why I did that today is because it's cheap. Like, it's way cheaper than buying. I think they even have vegan ricotta out nowadays, but it's super expensive. So we're out of the crumble. All we're going to do is finish off these veggies here. And I thought I had a lot of that. What's so funny is I thought, oh, I'm not going to have enough to fill up this whole pan, and we are already there. Zayla, you sure you want some of this with all these vegetables in here?
Are you serious?
She just loves pasta. That's really what it is. You just love pasta. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm not a huge. I don't always love eggplant, but roasted is very yummy. Mm-hmm.
I hope you really washed your hands
Yes, I did.
with soap.
Yeah.
Now I see how you could do an eggplant bacon out of this because, here. Oh, she don't want to eat it like that. It's very salty and
I
it's
was
got.
about to say that.
Are you about to say that it's salty?
Yeah.
Yeah, but all mixed together, it's gonna be good. All this mixed together. The thing is, you don't want it to be bland, you guys. If you didn't season this at all, and then you put all this stuff, it would bring down the whole taste of your whole dish. You got to season every layer, not just with salt, but you know, with a seasoning blend would be good. Trader Joe's has one I love. What'd you say?
Miss Lisa said.
What are you? Are you spitting stuff near the sauce?
No.
That's what it looked like.
We accidentally licked. What was it called?
I don't know, but you're not touching.
Oh.
You're not touching any of the rest of this.
Lisa said that you should cook with your children more often.
Maybe I should. They're way more entertaining than I am. I already know that.
I still don't know.
I be all business. I'm all business. Maybe a little too much. All right, so I'm just gonna dump the rest of this on there.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. We're out of everything else. Now we're gonna add more red sauce, which I'm touching. You can't. You're not allowed to.
You might as well just back your little stuff up.
I had 2 more sheets. I didn't even need these extra sheets.
I know, and I'm gonna go sleep.
I'm mad about that. I'm glad that wasn't expensive.
Look at him. He's not.
All right, so I'm just covering my veggies up because you know you want the top to be pretty, right? That's what we love about lasagna. We want that top to be pretty. I probably could have used just a tad bit more sauce.
I leave it all alone. And Dad says you keep licking your hands.
He said you were licking your hands, Zion. That's why you couldn't touch the food anymore.
And now you're touching the dog.
Zion, I titled this video "Cooking with Son," and you're not over here. Did I tell you to leave? I can't remember now. I'm so sleepy. And you guys, this is already watery. There's a lot of liquid in here. I don't know where it came from. Can you give me a napkin over there, Zayla? It might have been partly from the pasta shells. The pasta, I should have dried it off. Just hand me one of those. And so we're going to finish off our topping here with the rest of our little mozzarella. We don't have as much as you might desire because I'm just using up the leftovers I had in the refrigerator. This cheese is $5 a bag. There are coupons. Follow Your Heart has coupons on their website, but my printer decided that it doesn't like me anymore, and so I couldn't print anything out.
Somebody said best cooking video.
Oh, but why? Because of these children? It's got to be the children? I'm not enough by myself. What'd you say? You're lit? What does that mean, Zayla?
We are lit. We are lit.
I thought only a party could be lit.
No.
All right, so then now let's do our fresh basil.
And
So look at this, y'all. You can have lasagna that is absolutely delicious without that dairy in it. Even if you didn't do the white sauce that I made and you just use the Follow Your Heart cheddar in there, the only thing I would caution you with vegan cheeses is don't use as much as you did of the dairy.
What is wrong with this?
Because it's not going to be, when I cut into this, even if I used a lot more vegan cheese on the inside, it's not going to be that ooey gooey lasagna cheesy texture. That's not what's going to happen here. What you're going to have is lots of flavor, the taste of the pasta. That's the part that you're going to have to enjoy. That ooey gooey in cheese is also ooey gooeying up your intestinal tract. I'm not trying to be funny or lecture you, but more than 70% of African Americans and people of color in general are lactose intolerant and having all kind of reactions and don't realize it's the dairy in their diet. So if you can find some ways to trim it and find some substitutes that work for you, but while you're doing the substitutes, you also have accepted in your heart and your mind that it is not going to taste exactly the same, you'll be okay.
you want me to go get a plate? Boom.
It's not cooked yet.
It has to go back in the oven again.
You cover the top
Yes.
with all the sauce.
All right. So there we go. What'd you say?
You cover the top with all sauce and cheese. Get the spatula. Still sauce in the bowl.
Who said that? Lisa? That was Lisa, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
She always. Okay, Lisa. Look at my dish. I don't have any more sauce. I realized after I got home. Let me put this little bit in that corner there just for you. And look, these over here, we're just going to tuck that down because it's very wet. It's definitely a lot of liquid in here. And I don't really even know where it came from, y'all. If this don't turn out, you'll know because you won't see a picture posted. You'll be like, she did a live making a video, but we didn't see a picture. And then that's what it's going to be. So, because it shouldn't be this watery. I think I should have drained more water off of those noodles but it does sometimes soak up water as it cooks. I'm done. Lisa, let's hold on a second and see, does Lisa have anything else to say before we put this in the oven? Let me check over here. Cover the top with all sauce and cheese. Get the spatula, still sauce in the bowl. Vegan cheese is high in salt too. Yeah. All right, so this is done. Zayla, hand me the foil. Actually, let me reuse some of that foil over there that I used to roast these veggies on. I'm going to bake this for just about 30 minutes and then try it and see. My intention was to not put all these toppings on here yet until I let it bake for a little while first, but we're already too far down that road, so I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to cover it lightly. If you were putting the noodles in there completely unbaked, you would need to definitely cover it very tight because the noodles would need to fully cook. All right, let me see if I got all your questions. Did you make the pasta? Oh, Kia, you play too much, girl. I know you don't don't think I made pasta from scratch. Girl, I'm not that bad of a mamma jamma. I really am not. No, this is from a package. I think it already got put in the pantry. This is from the farmer's market. This was about $3. My daughter claimed that it was my oldest daughter. We were there together, and she said it was really good. So I got that one because they didn't have my usual that I prefer with the spelt grain. So, and this one was egg-free. There's another one there that is more yellow that has egg in it. This was the vegan one. So, no, ma'am, I did not. But you know what? I would not mind trying it so I can get my spelt pastas much cheaper. All right? So, MJ, are you hungry for real, or are you just saying that? Because you'll be here soon. I mean, if you wanted some tonight, I guess you very could. I mean, I guess you could go ahead and have some. You know how your children are. You guys, this whole pan will be gone in 2 days in my house. I'm just being real with you guys. I say cook for a day, eat for a week. Eat for a week. In this house, we cook for a day and eat for about 2 days. I promise you. The better it turns out, the more they will eat it. Now, they may not eat, like my veggie burgers, the chickpea burgers. Well, he does like them now. I take that back. Those will be gone too. My oldest daughter, my middle daughter, she doesn't love the veggie burgers as much. Oh, he's hungry for real. Okay. Yes. Okay, thank you, Vanita. She said this was very entertaining, including the 2 assistant chefs that were fussing, bouncing in and out of the video and licking their hands.
What?
Hard to find good help. That's what she said. Yeah, it is. It is hard to find good help. All right, so I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm going to put this in the oven, and then I'll post a picture when it's done, which is going to be about 2 o'clock in the morning at this point in time. All right. Oh, Lisa got a pasta machine. She's the one. She's a real deal kid. You think it's me. It's not me. It's Lisa. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see you next time. Bye.
Please watch this video. Please watch the Zion Chronicle.